This lady stressed the life out of me. Her name is Poppy. I've given you enough clues. So if you're a fan of this book, please let's chat in the comment section below. I want to understand, like even till the end of the book, this lady kept on pissing me off. I had to. Copies of these guys came into the mail some days back, so I'm excited to share. And I also have some defects I want to share with you as per Amazon publishing and printing. So I ordered everything at the same time, and guess what they shipped to me? They shipped one copy of the new cover and one copy of the old cover. So I've set it up for return, but I'm like, do I really want to return it? But I already have like several copies. I think I should just keep it as what they call it, souvenir. Like, oh, this is like a limited cover edition, and maybe any day I want to switch to this. But yes, I got them, and they're looking so pretty. I'm in love with the covers. And then boom, this is my favorite cover of all time. Like, this gives me Chiluba vibe any day, anytime, anywhere. I'm not usually this, partial or whatever they call it, but this is my favorite story in the Lagos Lovin series for now, because I know I am going to come back to this series to write more stories. There are like 2 or 3 side characters that I have in mind to write. I already set it up here in goodie bag, that you have an idea of whose story I'm going to be writing whenever I get off from the next series of book I'm writing. But yeah, I was supposed to show this in vlog 12. But yeah, pardon me. Vlog 12 was getting too long and I had to switch it and show it here in vlog 13. So welcome to vlog 13. In this vlog, I will be attending my second book club event that I'm hosting and organizing. I think I titled this one Vacation Reads. We're also going to be doing book swaps. We're going to be playing games. I need to think about that to set it all up. For snacks and things I'm supposed to take for the book club meeting, I have no idea what I'll be doing for that. During the last book club, I got this set of books. I think I swapped Gaga Crazy and Call Me Jamila for these books. I have managed to read this. This was a good read. The only shocker for me was the fact that it was like an M&M romance, which I wasn't expecting. I just thought it was a book that showed male friendship. For that part, I wasn't so it was kind of misleading, which was not cool. But I love the story. It's all set in one day, like within 24 hours. These guys are supposed to die because death cast calls them and they know they're supposed to die within 24 hours, but they don't know when. And then the other person dies in the most tragic way. Let me not ruin the story for you. Compared to what book talkers do say, like, oh, it's so emotional, I'm crying, I'm bleeding through my eyes and all that, I didn't feel that way because I guess I was expecting it. So, because they tell you already, they both die at the end. Don't expect anything different. It's just we don't know when they actually get to die. So that's just, I think that was what pulled me all through the story. Like, okay, what exactly, or when exactly would this person die? What would kill them? How would they die? And all that. There's that. And Sophie Kinsella, I've got your number. This book has been on my TBR since I was in high school. I'm not lying. So hopefully I should be able to read this before the book club event. I don't know if I'll be able to, because I'm currently reading a different book. I have so many books on my TBR. I am an Oliver Twist, because I still reach out to some of my other friends like, yeah, I want to I want to better read your book. And I have these other books that I should be reading. But no, would I listen to myself? No, I won't. I will go ahead and pull in more books. And now I think I have over 400 books I need to read. And I'm like, I need to finish these books before the end of the year. Joker. Last year, I wrapped it up with over 100 books. Let's see how far I'll go. For this year, I know I have passed the 50 50 bookmarks. So I'm proud of myself on that. And for like 2 months on Kindle, I was like consistent. It kept on giving me badges like, wow, you're such a great reader. So yeah, let's see. Sophie Kinsella, I've got your number. I'm going to be reading this. I know this is like an oldie, but a goodie. Used to be, I think I once loved Sophie Kinsella's book. I can't remember. Or maybe I just used to see a lot of them then, like all over the, what did we used to, I don't know. But yeah, I know Sophie Kinsella is a big deal. Um, what other update do I want to share? I think that's all for now. I think that's all for now. Oh, let me give you backstory for the websites, the stuff that happened in vlog 12. If you haven't watched vlog 12, now is a good time to stop this one, go back, watch vlog 12, then come back and continue watching this one. Hi, my face in your face. So my website, I've been for a long time. I was scared of making my shipping and buying products off my website live because I just had this fear. I don't know if my mic is working, but let me set it up somewhere else. Okay, this should be good. Yeah, I had this fear. I don't know where the fear came from about like handling shipping and missing people's orders and all that. But I had to overcome that fear and like, you know what? You have to do it. If you don't do it, you'll never know. And it's not like I'm not good at this stuff. I just don't know. I just had this like, ah, what if moment then in the past. But right now, I'm glad I've overcome that. And okay, I think the main issue was actually me knowing the cost of shipping for each location. And all I needed to do was to understand the business of things. Like how do people manage shipping and the cost of shipping. So now I have like a flat rate for each location because when I did the walkthrough of understanding the cost of shipping for each location, I realized that it's it's actually something that is manageable. It's something I can do. I don't have to just like think about shipping every time like someone wants to buy a product. Like it's not me, it's the algorithm and all that. Like the way I'm explaining it sounds like I was dumb thinking about it that way, but that was not how I was thinking about it. I just don't know how to express it, but I'm glad I've overcome and I am beyond that phase right now. So if you want to place orders for signed copies, I'm still trying to figure out because I have very low stock. Why? Because I'm trying to figure out how I want to do my book, my shop. I want to figure out if I want to make it seasonal, like okay, during this time, from this time to this time, you can order signed paperback from my website, or if it's going to be for book launches, or if it's going to be strictly for book boxes. I'm trying to figure that out. And if I'm going to be doing book boxes, what do I want to put in the boxes? I want to have something unique. I know everybody says that, everybody does that. So I want something that's unique to Camaa Pearl. I'm thinking something very Africanish because my stories have a lot of African characters. I'm African myself or of African descent and all that. So yeah, to give it that African feel, to give it it's not totems, forgotten the word, but souvenirs that you can relate with from within the book. That would be very pricey and niched, like trying to get just souvenirs and items directly from the book. But that's actually my main goal, to make it very personalized to each book, or for each book, or for each package, to have like different book boxes. And I think maybe that's the route I might go through, and then have like an order for shipping, like okay, I only ship on Thursdays and Saturdays, or I ship only on Mondays and first Saturdays, or something like that, just to have a sense of order and to put an expectation out there. So I need to figure that out, and I'll let you know as the process goes. If you're signed up to my newsletter, you definitely hear from me. My newsletter has been slacking kind of because I don't know, things are just not the same anymore. And I'm just like, okay, if I don't have something more exciting about my book to share with you, why send out the newsletter? But I know people look forward to the newsletter not because of the bookish stuff, but because you want to hear from me. There's that. So I'm excited, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. If you see the ending of vlog 2, if you understand what I'm talking about. I'm excited, I'm grateful, I'm thankful about like the updates on the website. I'm grateful and I'm excited about the future. There's this feeling in my heart that something big is about to happen. And you would actually be the person to set it up. So if you read my book, please drop a review anywhere, everywhere. Let others know about the book, what you loved, what you did not like, what you expected, and what you got, and all that good stuff in between. What else? What else? What else? Okay, that's all for now. Progress so far. As at the filming of this, we are already on 41K. I know last vlog I was just screaming about 45K. Oh, I'm not publishing it. Yeah, I'm currently around 41K. By the end of this vlog, hopefully I get to 50. So I know now, like with each vlog, is like 10K words addition, which is a good accomplishment, a great milestone. But I'm kind of behind. I already reached out to my beta readers to let them know. I think there are about 3 or 5 people because I had to bring it down to the most responsive people. I already reached out to them to let them know that okay, during this period, I'm going to be sending out this book. So now that I have a deadline in my head, I believe I'll be more pushed to finish up the book one of the trilogy. I really want all the 3 books ready all at once, but I won't send everything out all at once because I want the algorithm to favor me. So that's the marketing part of the whole thing. So even if I have all the books ready, just like I did with Gaga Crazy, Bottom Belay, and Goodie Bag, I had everything ready at the point, like the first draft, everything was ready. All I had to do was just edit and revise the books before I set them out. But because I wanted the algorithm to favor me, which could be a talk for another day, I decided to publish them not immediately after each other, not like a week or 2 weeks or 1 month after each other, but I think around 3 months after each other, which is something I also want to do for this. So while I'm doing that, I'm writing a different story. Like I want to be able to publish different series or different books at the same time. Makes sense, right? You like that? Do you prefer having all your books at once, like within a series, or do you prefer having like waiting until they come out? Like, how do you like getting your series or your books or your seasonal movies? Are you a Netflix kind of person like me that loves just give me a limited series, bam, everything all there once and for all, than waiting for 4 years to get all the series complete and binging through everything all at once? Okay, I'm done talking. See you next time when I sit down to start. Just another day, another book club meeting. I'm going to buy snacks this time around. I'm not stressing myself by preparing stuff that might end up stressing me out. So, guess what I'm going to get? I got the goodies. We're gonna have some fun tonight. What's a book club reading without the wine? A bottle of wine, I mean. I've gone to chew or swallow something I shouldn't have. And now it hurts me to come here to complain about it. But I have to speak my truth. There's this book I've been admiring by this author I've been admiring. And then I decided to pick up the book. This is the first time, no, not the first time, this is the second time a character will stress the life out of me. I'm like, I really want to like you. I really want to like you. I'm not just like you, I really want to like see what your ending is like how you get to your happily ever after. Oh gosh, I need someone to convince me that I should read. Should I mention the title of the book? I don't know. No, I'm just going to keep it to myself. But if you follow me on Goodreads, you definitely know the book I'm talking about. But man, I so struggled with reading that book because the character is, she lies, she cheats, she has low self-esteem, and she doesn't even grow all through the book. Like there's no character growth And I'm just like, what's the essence of this book? Do I understand like some books where the characters do not have to grow because it's just, you know, that would be like the character arc. I mean, that would just be the character all through, and we have to learn to love them. But there's no redeeming quality. Like, you don't understand boundaries. Like, if I explain what happened in this book, I want to know fans of this book, because I want to understand from your perspective why you love this book. Because I saw a fellow, like a friend that I know of, who rated the book 5 stars, and I'm like, I want to pull my hair out. And you are rating this 5 star. We kind of have like similar taste in books. So how come you like this book? Are you just following like the crowd? So she misplaced a wedding ring, and our in-laws are coming into town, and it is like a family heirloom, according to a fiance. And then she saw a phone in the bin, and she picked it up because her phone also got stolen that same day. And now that phone which she picked up from the bin belongs to, this is a company phone, and it's used to be for the PA of like one of maybe the CEOs, whoever he is in the company. Because I like, and then she's lying, trying to cover up to her fiance. She's she doesn't respect boundaries and assuming everything, and like, this is someone else's phone that you borrowed, like after you guys have had a discussion, and now you are setting up meetings for things they didn't ask you to do, because you're like, oh, it should be more friendly, it should be nice, it should be good. Not everybody is like you, darling. No. And why would you be sending out company messages and be typing XO, 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 XO? Like, seriously? Are you Camaa Pearl? Why you type XO in your But really, like, this lady stressed the life out of me. Her name is Poppy. I've given you enough clues. So if you're a fan of this book, please let's chat in the comment section below. I want to understand, like even till the end of the book, this lady kept on pissing me off. I had to skip. Like, I tried. I was like, I need to finish this book. I need to know why my author friends love this book. Okay, not necessarily a book. The author. The author writes well, author writes great, but maybe it's just me picking up this book, and this book is not like the best of our work. So maybe it's just me that doesn't like or connect to the character, because I connect with a lot of characters, like even crazy characters. I connect a lot with them, but this one I just couldn't. So just like, somebody gets me out of this book, somebody get it. Like, I could only move out of the book because the dream told me, why don't you just drop the book? And I'm like, I told DNF books. So I had to skip from 65% to see how much I tried. Like, from 33%, I was already struggling. I had to skip from 65% to 95% just to get the book out of my way. And I didn't even like the end, because but that's that. I'm on to a new book, and I think I finished it already. It's a book one in a series. It's a fantasy book. I doubt I'll continue reading it. I don't know. I don't like, growing up, I really loved fantasy books and all that. But I never read all the Harry Potter series. And I think I read The Hobbits, Lord of the Rings, some parts of it. And now all I'm concerned about is just, real people, like contemporary romance, historical romance, real people having a problem, finding love, and they live happily ever after, because life is too, it's too tough for me to be thinking about worlds that do not exist. It's cool actually to think of this fantastical stuff. I prefer watching it than reading about it, because when I read about it, I just get confused. I'm like, okay, supposed to have a butterfly on his tail, but the tail is on the head. Like, where's the head? And even shapeshifters and werewolves and all this stuff. I've grown out of them. There was a time I was crazy about this type of books. But who knows? Every other day, I drift and I move from one book to the other. I don't know what's next on my TBR, but in this vlog you'll find out. Which other updates do I want to share? I'll be writing! Yes, It has been flowing like a river, like a river, like a river, like a river. I've been writing for some days like I was dry, like it was just a dry spell. Nothing at all. But after a while, I got my ginger back and I've been writing. I don't think I'll meet my deadline. My deadline was supposed to be like a week from now. But with where I'm at, except I I don't even know if I can make it, but let's see. I think this vlog should cover it. Hopefully it covers it. And I'll be so excited because right now I am up 45k words. The 45k I should have gotten to last vlog. So I'm up 45k words now. And I'm happy with the progress. I just feel like, when they say write for yourself and write to market. Right now, I don't even know what I'm doing because this is not the type of story I write. But I really need to tell the story this way because it's based on a true story. And so the whole timeline thing and the whole okay, spoiler alert, it's a love triangle. I don't like love triangles because I feel like slapping the characters over the head. But I have no choice to write book 1 as a love triangle. Book 2 is not a love triangle. Book 3 is not a love triangle. But book 1 is a love triangle. And I'm like, ugh. And then I tried something out with chat, GPT, AI, that's openai.com or something like that, chat.openai.com. I asked chat GPT, so this is like the official blurb review, as if you haven't seen the blurb on Amazon already. But this is the official blurb review for my work in progress, every step I take. I asked chat GPT to refine my book blurb. Should make it, marketable and punchy to my target audience, blah, 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 blah. And I don't even know where this will pop up, but this was what Chat GPT gave to me. Oh, yeah, that was what I also uploaded to the system. That was what it gave to me. And I'm just like, oh, okay, let's test the market. And I send it out to like people I know that buy books, like book buyers and book bingers like me. And I got the feedback that they actually prefer the one I wrote. Which do you prefer though? If you see behind a book, which would you pick up from the shelf and pay your hard-earned money for? Mine or AIs? Oh, I shouldn't have told you if it was AI that created it or not. I should have just let you make a choice. The next vlog I'll tell you. Oopsie. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll post it maybe on my IG story and post it here on YouTube short, YouTube messages or whatever they call that stuff where you can post like normal posts. So I'll do that and I'll see what you think before this vlog goes live. So I can come back and give you reports as to what other people think. But yes, it also goes to show that AI can never take our place. It can only try. It can aid us. It can help us. So if you're getting scared or whatever that AI is coming to, yes, it's going to dominate a lot of stuff. It's going to dominate in terms of data, but to never dominate in terms of feelings. Like that's one thing I feel humans would try to recreate and can never create: humans that feel that emotions, the needs and the wants of humans. So that's that. What other updates do I have? Oh, I'm going for an auto event soon. Okay, it's not an auto event. I'm just going. I'm going as an author. I'm going to be a fangirl. It's it's behind the pen. I hope I'll be able to vlog. I hope I'll be able to vlog it and share with you my experience. But yes, I can't wait to attend my first ever bookish, besides my book club events, bookish events where I see other book lovers. And this time around, it's created by a person of color for books with characters of color. So I'm excited about that. I think that's the update for now. I'm just going to go back to writing and dreaming about writing. Life is good. Not again. I literally thought I was recording a video. God knows how many minutes has passed, but that sizzling sound is the sound of onion in hot oil. Forgot to add salt into the other stuff I was cooking because I was talking to man, I'm tired, but I need to share this with you. Give me a moment, let me add salt to this food and I'll be right back. I'm making veggies. Prior to when I found out that I was actually not recording, I was talking about the journey I've been on for some days now. I've been watching videos on an issue I never thought I would ever write about, which is what? Love triangles. Yeah, I never in my whole life thought I would be writing love triangles this early in my career. Maybe if I wanted to write something theatric and wanted to look for trouble, maybe I would have written it back then. But right now, I'm doing so. Why? Because this story is based off a true story, and as much as I want to stay true to the story, I also want to see like things to avoid in terms of when you're writing fiction, because everyone has their opinion. So I've been watching series of videos from book lovers and readers, from authors, from classic literature, from lovers of classic literature. And I've found just one video that actually spoke to my heart. Other videos were great. I loved most especially listening from the what they call it, from the reader's point of view, because you are the one I am targeting. I really want you to love my characters and my book. Of which right now my character is very annoying even to me. I'm like, what is your problem? Make up your mind. Maybe because I already know who she's going to, go with. Of which is very obvious. You know who she's going to end up with in this book, because it's a trilogy and there's so many things happening in the other two books. And yeah, I just want the story to have a lot of substance in it, and I don't want anybody to fling it and get angry with the character like I've been getting angry with her because I know she was to end up with this person. So I've just been looking for like, okay, literary devices and other stuff that I can use to make this story more relatable, and how best to write it without pissing off readers and pissing myself off when I read it, when it all comes together. So just that one video spoke to my soul, spoke to my being. And I'm just like, yes, I'm doing something right. And I think I mentioned it in my vlog, my ninth vlog or something like that, where I was like, every time I start a new book, I always feel like I know nothing, because it's like everything just runs away. Can imagine that video was talking about like, knowing what your character wants and what they need. And this would actually help you balance the love triangle, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, these things. Like I have it written down there in the outline. Character wants, character needs, motivations, conflict, what they call this, epiphany and all that stuff. But cheers. But I'm so happy. I think that's one thing like that's been good and helpful for me whenever I write. And I think you should also try as an author when you're writing. Yes, you know your story, but at the same time, are you writing something that other people would read and not fling? And even if they fling it, it's like they're flinging it to pick it back up, not flinging it to forget about it or closing it at like page 2 or something like that. So it's good to always check and double check and see, okay, this is what the standard is like. Am I deviating from the standard? Am I sticking to the standard? Like, which way do you want to go? Now you can like remember what the standard is. So you choose like, okay, I'm intentionally deviating. So if you're asked questions after you've written the book and published, and everybody's like, oh my God, it's a wonderful story, let's start reading it. You know how to answer that question based off what is and what you have written. So yeah, I'm glad I've watched all those videos, because I'm too lazy to read these days. I just gloss over things because my brain, I don't know, maybe the 2 gig RAM right now, but it is rebooting and trying to get the hang of things. What else again have I been up to? Yeah, I'm over this close to 50K right now. I think I'm on 48, like this close to 50K for a book I actually planned to be 40K. Once I got to 30 something K, I knew this book is going to be a 60 something K book. So I'm happy, I'm proud with the progress. I just want to do so I can move on to the next book, that's book 2. And I'm excited about it. This book I'm talking about, if you don't know, it's available for pre-order on Amazon. The book description is up there as well too if you're interested in learning more about it. So am I marketing the book? Yes, because it's something I'm supposed to be doing. Do I market it as often as I should? Nope. So please help me to help us, to help you. Please pre-order a copy of every step I take. I'm prepared to be wowed. Okay, let's get back to cooking. I'm tired. Say it to my face. That's if I'm actually recording my face right now. Yeah, I'm tired.